Servus and welcome. I'm Vera at Spill Coffee Crafts and we are having a Bits and Bobs episode today, which means I have a few announcements to make, some things to tell you, a little bit of show and tell, but only a very small part. And more or less that's it. I think there will not be much crafting today. But yeah, for several reasons. Maybe you can hear it. I hope it's not too bad. I have a really bad cold and cough. And the snivels. So there will be sniveling today. I'm sorry. I try to cut it out, but I don't know if there is anything left of what I'm talking. So I'm really sorry. But I still wanted to make a video today because, I have to show you some things and I have to tell you a few things. This is the very important part because today is February 1st, which means today is the first day of the Scrappy 8 challenge. Woo! And the first prompt is here. So, Michelle, I show you my box again that I love so much. I'm so happy with it. It's still as we left it in the last episode, in my prepping episode. I have this smaller version of the prompt list, which is empty also here. And if you are new here or you didn't see my prepping video, please, I link it below. Watch the prepping video. I explain everything about the Scrappy 8 challenge there. And I don't want to repeat it again and again because it's kind of boring for the ones that watch the other videos. And I already told you everything about it. So this is the prompt list and it is empty because the prompts are dropping always at the first of each month. And one of the Scrappy 8 members is choosing this prompt, and for February the first one for 2026 was Michelle, or is Michelle, and she gave us the prompt, ta-da, Graffiti your style. How does this sound? So she wants us to make something in graffiti style or whatever we as the Scrappy 8 team, or you, if you also want to participate, and we are happy if you do so. We want everyone to join because we are so happy about this challenge and we love it so much. So everything that you would consider graffiti is fine. So, and there is whatever style, your style. Graffiti, your style. This is everything that's coming with this prompt. I will fill it in. Oh, I have so much stuff on my desk that I need to show and want to talk about. So let's have it here. And I don't want to have it like a list. Let's put it here. So we have graffiti, your style. Yeah, that's the prompt. I have no idea what I will make, but we will come up with something. We have the whole month. There is no rush. And if it's the 28th of February, it's still February. And if it's the 1st of March, who cares? But I will come up with something. And one important part. No. We are not finished with this yet. Because I also have to choose one of my prompt cards here. Which sounds weird because we have the prompt, but I also told you in the prep video that I want to have an additional challenge or an additional inspiration. Let's call it like this. that I want to include in each month's prompt. So, oh, so much stuff, guys. So, okay. So, is there any... Okay, I will pull this out. Oh, these are empty cards. And I haven't looked at these for so long. I have no idea what is what and why some are in this direction and some are in the other direction. I have no idea. So I just put them in there. And I promise I have my eyes closed. And I will draw a card. So let's pull this one. Oh. And it says favorite. Okay, so that's quite funny because, yeah, it matches somehow the prompt with Graffiti Your Style. So choose your favorite style, do your favorite. So, yeah, not a too big challenge, but of course I will also point this out in my whatever piece I will do. And oh guys, it's a prompt card and it has not rounded corners. How could this happen? So now it's finished. Favorite, okay, so and I put the prompt card in here, and as I already told you, I will take one of these sleeve, I will decorate the sleeve, and I will make a card that's go into the sleeve for this prompt. And now I need to start thinking about it, and I also need to put it here, but I don't need it with you. I don't need to do it with you watching me. Oh, sorry. I have brain fog. The snippers are in my brain. I have to... At least it feels like it. So everything is clogged up. So this was the most important part. Scrappy 8 challenge prompt. Graffiti Your Style. Thank you, Michelle. We can work with this. Yes. So that's the first part. Then we have a second challenge that Brenda is challenging us with. And it is, and if you don't know, I'm of course talking about Brenda from Plasterworks. Yeah? So she's a very good friend of mine, and she is challenging us with the 5-item dollar store challenge, which means you go into a thrift shop, a dollar store. In Europe, there is these stores that are called Teddy, or Action would also work. So a shop where you can get cheap items. Usually you can also get craft items there, but the challenge is you don't choose craft items. You choose something else, something you usually would not use for your crafts. And she also gave us the permission that we don't need to buy new stuff. We can also shop our, back on track. 5-item dollar store challenge. I hope I got this right. It's just a long prompt. And Brenda also gave us the permission to shop our house or shop our stash within the limits that whatever you choose shouldn't be your normal craft items. And maybe you know me already good enough to know that I have squirreled away a lot of things in my cabinets, in my drawers that I found, or I squirreled away because with the intention, you could make something with it. And some of these items are there for quite a long time. So I went through my craft store, through my craft room, through my studio, and I found a few items. So, and there should be 5, and I hope, Brenda, if you're watching this, and I also will send you a picture so you can add it to your gallery, and that I'm not cheating. This is also why I'm recording this, so everyone knows that I'm not cheating. So there should be 5 items, and I hope this is fine, because some of my items are several things. But I also thought Brenda, for example, showed pictures of a challenge she did before with this prompt. And she had a package of fake nails. So, which is also not one item, it's a set of at least 10, right? So, okay, what I found in the deep stash, let's call it like this, is this. So, what is this? This is not the original package, of course. These are, oh, sorry for the crinkling. But yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't know that these are also in here. These are closures of vacuum bags. Do you know these big vacuum bags that you can put in winter, you put your summer clothes in it, and you can suck out all the air, and then it doesn't need as much room in your cupboard, in your wardrobe, whatever. And yeah, and I had a few of them, and I didn't use them as vacuum bags. I used the bags as backdrops for painting or when I'm dyeing, something like this. But I like the color and the sealing mechanism of these bags, and I kept them with the intention, oh, you can do something with this, right? Because yeah, we can use everything. And I have 3, 2 blue ones, the green one, and then this is, I know what this is. This is, you can put over it here. So here was the bag. I cut this off, and you can put this over here to really close this up. So I don't know if I will use this. And also with this challenge, you need to use from each of these items at least something. So you don't need to use the whole item or the whole package, but something of each of the things. So, okay, so this is item number 1. And don't ask me, I have no idea. Oh, and I also, sorry, then the drinking is over. So, I forgot half of the fun part, because yes, 5 items, and we are choosing them and taking a picture and showing them so everyone knows what the 5 items are, but we don't know the prompt yet, because Brenda will give us the prompt maybe today or at least at the beginning of February. And yeah, and then, and only then we know what we need to make. And I have kind of a plan, but not knowing the prompt, I have no idea what I will make. But yeah. So, item number 1. Item number 2 is this jar. And this is kind of a cheat jar, I think. I don't know. There are several things in here. I will put them here. And as I said, we don't need to use everything that's in here, but at least something. So I have a few of these big ones, and as you also see, they are not rusted yet, so maybe I will also put them in a rust solution. I don't know yet. I have no idea what this is. Some kind of plastic thingies. these are also, these are plastic needles, where I think they are, and they have this, like if they are like a fish hook. Of course they are not a fish hook, and they are quite old, they are vintage. Let's open this. You see, they are like this. Can you see this? It's quite hard to show them, and they are quite pointy, and yeah, they have this interesting ending here at the head. And I think they are not for sewing. I have no idea what they originally are intended to do. I have no idea. They are in this jar. I don't know where I got these. Maybe when I emptied out some cupboards at my mom's or at my grandma's. I have no idea. So there are quite some. These are curtain hangers. Yeah, it's an interesting jar of metal things. There are also these things where I have no idea what they are. Can you see this? I have no idea what this is. If one of you knows what this is, then please tell me in the comments, because I'm curious. I have no idea. Yeah, a picture hook without the nail, some screws, kind of an O-ring. Yeah, interesting things. And this jar was in my stash. Oh, there's also no, it's not metal. It's a plastic bead that's looking like metal. Yeah, interesting bits. And this jar was in my stash, like exactly with this, with everything that's in it. So I count this as one item. It's like if I would go into a shop and buy sorry for the sniffles, an assortment of metal things. You know, these sorting boxes where different things are in. So some nails, some hooks, some, yeah, that's that. The glass itself is only the container. I don't count this as an item, or I'm not planning on using it. So, okay, this was item number 2. Item number 3 are these two things. This is old, what is it called? This is a triangle bandage, and this is first aid dressing. And they look new, but they are not. I took them out of one of my first aid packages years ago because they were already out of date. Because maybe, I don't know who needs to hear this, but look at your first aid packages and at the stuff that's in there. There is a date on them, how long they are good to use, because they are sterile, and the packaging will lose its sterility with time, and then they are no longer safe to use. In a real emergency, of course, you can use them. It's better than bleeding to death, right? But you should check your first aid box regularly and pull out the things that are outdated and put in new ones. So, and I did this years ago, so they are, even if they are looking quite good, they are old. So, yeah, which means this is some kind of fabric. So, and it's even, oh, it's an interesting fabric also. You see, yeah. And then that's that. And the second part of item number 3 is this first aid dressing. Which is this very gauzy, sticky material. This will be interesting to use. Okay. And I'm just realizing I didn't give myself an easy job here. But yeah, that's the challenge part, right? So this was item number 3. Item number 4 is this one. It's a wooden glove bag. Yeah, and I just have this one. I have no idea why this is in my craft room, because usually they should be near my washing machine at my washing line to put up clothes, but this one was in my craft room, so I picked it as an item. So this is item number 4. And item number 5 is all the stuff that's in this box, which is this circuit board that I like because it's blue and not green, as they often are. And these are SMD. These are the things that go on these circuit boards. Yeah, and my husband gave them to me quite some time ago. Oh, there is one of these that needs to go in there. Yeah, and I have no idea what I will do with them, but yes, we incorporate them somehow. Can you see this? The little black things in here, because this is what you see. What you really see is the packaging. The real item is this very, very tiny small things in here. I hope you can see it. And most likely these are resistors. Yeah, doesn't matter. I use them, the tiny bits or the packaging or whatever. Yes, it's so interesting. I love this. Yeah, we will see how we use it. So this is item number 5. And it's dawning on me that I didn't give myself an easy time with this challenge. And my plan is also, because I already showed a picture of these items, not of what's in the box, only the box and these things and the glass jar, as kind of a teaser on Instagram a few days ago. And Brenda asked me, is the box also one of the items? And yes and no. Of course, then it would be 6, but I could count them, as doesn't matter. But my plan, or what my brain is thinking of with this challenge, is that I don't want to make a mixed media piece, a flat one. Maybe I do some assemblage. I'm not sure where this will go. It also, of course, depends on the prompt. And she's also said she wants to do this 2 or 3 times during the year. So it's not only one piece, then we have 2 or 3 pieces, or maybe even 4. We don't know. Yeah, and I thought maybe I could use, if I'm making some stand-up things or a assemblage, then I could also make a backdrop for them and put them in like a little scenery. I have no idea. This is where my brain is going at the moment, but yeah, it depends on the prompt, and then depends on what my brain will come up with. Yes, so that's that. And now comes the kind of show and tell. a small show and tell part, because I wanted to show you this. In October, I started a Scrappy Day journal. And I don't know if you know the concept. It's nothing I came up with. It's quite an old concept, and many people on Instagram and not Instagram, just for themselves, are doing this. And I try to be good with it and really put in 1 scrap a day. Sometimes, of course, I forget, or I collect the scrap and don't glue it in. That's not a problem. It's something I do only for me. So it's nothing that I need to be accountable for someone or for a challenge or whatever. It's just because I wanted to do, I'm doing it, and I'm doing it for me. And if there are 1 or 2 days that I miss out, then I miss out and I put them in later. I also have a small stash of scraps that I already punched out with my circle punch. And when I started in October, I just wanted to show it to you because I love it so much. And I started with this concept here. I'm drawing this freehand. Of course, there is already a grid, so it's not completely freehand, but I don't use a ruler. I just use my fine liner and draw the grid. And the first couple of pages I did this 9 page, but I like this grid. I like this concept of it's looking more like a collection, like it looks more intentional, I think, with the grid. And the 9 page grid was fine. You see, we are here October, we are going into November. But then I thought, okay, I want to have more. The same grid style, but I want to have more. And I came up with this one, which has 12 scraps on 1 page. And this is what I'm sticking to now, because I'm very happy with this one. And yeah, most things of what I'm putting in here is packaging or whatever I would prefer. This is also before it's going into the trash. So I have it in my hands before it's going into the trash, and it's some kind of papery. I look at it and see if is there something interesting on it when I punch it out that I could glue into my into my Scrappy Day journal. And yeah, and I thought I share it with you because maybe you also do something like this. You could tell me in the comments below if you're also doing a Scrappy Day thing, or if this is a new concept for you, if you like it. Yeah, just let's have a conversation about it. And this, oh, look at it. I showed this also on Instagram because I think I did it in my stories. Because look, these 12 days, they look like they are curated, right? And they are kind of, because when I started this and I found that I'm mainly drawn to yellow at this point of time, then of course I started looking for something yellow that I could add here. So it's kind of curated, but still it's only things that I had in my hands during the day. So during these 12 days. And you see here I broke the concept because this is the label of a tea bag and it was matching, and I didn't have something else in yellow and I liked it, so I put it in here. You see, there is no rule that can't be bent. Yeah, one of my bookmarks. This page is also starting well. This is starting with all natural colored things. So let's see how this one is evolving. And it really brings me joy. And then I'm also doing the grid. And at the end of the month, I'm just putting this green line because it's not really important. And I also started to putting the month like this. So it's kind of similar to this grid, these numbers. Yeah. And I like it. And I have one more thing that I want to show you. You will ask, what's this? This is my junk journal planner for this year. So for 1 month, of course, this is January. It says Jänner here, which is January in German. And you say, Vera, they are looking completely different than what you told us at the end of the year, what you will continue to do. And you're right, because I changed my mind. And I changed my mind because I got these from my husband. He was on a motorbike tour in Morocco and he brought me these. And these are children books. So the content is, and because they are from Morocco, of course there's Arabic writing here. And also this is, as Arabic is written from right to left. Also the books are going in the different direction than, because our books would be starting here and open like this, and Arabic like also I think Japan. So mangas are also starting from the back. We think of it as the back, of course, for Japanese and for Arabic people. This is the front of the book. And these are the tales from 1001 Night, so Scheherazade's fairy tales, or however they are called, written for children, of course. And so once they learn to read and write Arabic, this is one of these books they can start reading. So yeah, and my husband brought them to me because he was on a motorbike tour, and I said, you don't need to bring anything. I know there is no space in all of, because space is quite limited on a motorbike, right? But he went to the market and he brought me this, and I have 10 of them. And I know there are 12 months, but I will find 2 other things that are, or make 2 other books in the same size. Most likely for June and December because I like, oh, I'm so sorry, where was I? Oh yeah, I will make 2 in the same size from different things, most likely for June and December because I usually want in December more a Christmas theme, and these of course have no Christmas stories. Yeah, and I already used one for January. I also have this calendar for this year where I always just use this part for the month and put it on the front, which for me still this is the front because it's my junk journal planner. So I use it as I would use every other book because I'm also not reading the story. I'm just using the booklets for my junk journal planner. And yeah, because January is start of the year, I have 2026 here. I made it a pocket. I put in just this tag with the butterfly because I liked it. You know, very eclectic, my junk journal planners. And this says courage. Everything starts with courage. Would be a good translation for you. Yeah, and then look at it. Brenda, thank you so much. This is now really only for you. Thank you very much. I got this card from Brenda and I love it so much. It's Müll. Look at him. May your holidays be filled with treasures. I was so excited when I got this card. I love it so much. And of course, it had to be on a very prominent page on my junk journal planner. And because in January there is no Scrappy 8 challenge, this was the perfect space for it. And also, Brenda included a book page. And when I put it out, the book page had this edge here and it fitted so perfectly. I had to glue it on because it just looked, it needed to be there. But then of course I didn't want to glue everything over her writing, and she has so beautiful handwriting. So I just cut off the edge and put it on here because it's just looking like it needs to be there, right? And yeah, I put it, and you see it took from December 29th until January 19th to come from the US to Austria. Yeah, that's our postage system. The combination of the US and Austrian postage system, I think. Yes, also a calendar here, which is also a pocket. Yeah, that I don't need. Oh, I love him. He is so cute. Yeah, and this is what I'm doing. I switched the sides of where I'm putting my planning part, because this is the writing and I can't read it anyway. It's very beautiful writing, but yeah, I'm more concentrating on the pictures here. So I switched sides. So the planning part, which is also a good thing, because usually writing on this side of the page is easier. I don't know why I did do it the other way around in my old ones. I'm not sure. And now this is also what I'm doing with my planners. Yeah. And if you have seen my video, my art journal video, where I used the picture of my very small boys, when my boys was now very small, for an art journal page. This is the other half of this picture. This is me and my husband when our boys were as small. Yeah. And I have it in here because I like it. Yes. Yeah. And I showed last week, I shared this picture of this art journal page with you, which I did here in the center. Yeah, and this is my planner. Yeah. Nothing in the notes. And this is how I will go forward also with this one. And today is February 1st, and you see it's not finished. There is nothing in there, so I need to get my things together and make my planner for February. I'm quite late this time. Usually I don't leave it. In an ideal world, we could do this now together, but I think I have been talking quite a lot for today, and I feel my time limit exceeding with my nose, with my brain fog, with everything. So today was a very chatty bits and bobs episode of Spilled Coffee Crafts. I hope you enjoyed the catch up with me, my life, with my project, and what will go on in February here on this channel. And I hope I see you again. Thank you for watching, and see you the next time. Bye.